Hey guys, welcome to Studio for this week. We are going to kick off this week by watching the video that is linked in Schoology that reads the story called The Dot by Peter Reynolds. And it's one of my favorite books about creating art and what it's like to be creative. So in this book, if you have not read that book, I want you to pause this video right now and go to Schoology and watch the link to read that story first, and then come back to this video. But if you have already read that video, or if you've already watched that video, you know that the student Vashti in the story creates a dot, just like this one here. And the teacher is so proud of Vashti's dot that she frames it on her wall. And Vashti comes back into her art class the next day and she says, "What? I can make a better dot than that." And so today we are going to make dots just like Vashti did, but I want you guys to use your creative imaginations and minds to fill your dots. So I'm gonna start with a dot just like Vashti's because I was inspired by that story. But you can do whatever you want for your dot. I'm gonna draw a really big circle because I'm gonna grow my dot really big. And now I'm gonna fill my dot with all sorts of amazing things. I'm gonna start by adding maybe some lines. Maybe I'll add some wiggly lines in between. I'm gonna fill my dot with all sorts of things. I'm just gonna keep growing my dot. I like these little fish scale shapes. They remind me of flower petals. So I'm gonna make some flower petal lines. And I'm gonna keep going until I have filled my whole entire dot. All right, so now I have finished my dot and I am really happy with my dot that I made. So now, you know what, I love colors, and so I'm gonna color in my dot using all of my favorite colors. And I could color my dot in using anything that I want. I've got a bunch of markers. I could color it in with markers if I wanted to. I have a little jar of crayons I could use to color it in if I want to use crayons. If you have colored pencils at home, that would be a good choice too. So you might want to color with colored pencils. If you have other special art materials, like I have these really colorful watercolors I might want to use to color in my dot. I don't know what I'm going to use yet, but today I'm going to spend my time coloring in my dot with one of my art materials that I have at home. What kind of art materials do you have at home? Wow, so now I'm done coloring my dot. My dot is so colorful. I really enjoyed picking out what colors I was gonna use and where I was gonna put each color. I also enjoyed my quiet time that I had just drawing and coloring and being in my own thoughts. Whenever I'm feeling stressed out, creating a dot like this can really help me be calm. Drawing and making art is such a great way to calm down when our world feels stressful or a little bit wild. So I hope you guys found some great time today, or you had a good time today creating your dot. And one of the great things about art, one of my favorite things about art, is that everybody's artwork looks different. So I hope your artwork doesn't look just like mine. I hope yours looks just the way you wanted yours to look. So this week we're going to be talking about dots all week long. So get ready, because tomorrow we're going to talk a little bit more about dots.